First, I put some water to boil. And I'm gonna be putting my spaghetti in there right now. Once it starts boiling, I'm gonna put my spaghetti in there. Sometimes I break it in half, sometimes I don't. Just depends how I'm feeling. I'm probably gonna break it in half today. This is the spaghetti that I'm using today, Springfield spaghetti. And this is for, let me see. This is for, what did it say? Oh, this is for 8 servings per container. We're 3 persons, so usually I do like 1/3 of this, or even like a little bit more, just so it could be enough for like us to get like 2 times. But yeah, right now I'm gonna show you guys. So I get about this much. I'm gonna show you guys to the top. Once I cut it in half, it will be a little bit more, just because it's gonna be like doubled up, but it's gonna be smaller, so it's pretty much the same thing. But this is what I'm making for 3 persons. My water is pretty much boiling. I'm gonna put it in there. I already cut it in half, and this is what it looks like. That I'm gonna be grabbing a fork, that way it goes all the way down. I'm gonna leave this here until it boils. I know a lot of people, like I've seen recipes where they put oil into their spaghetti so it won't stick, but I don't like to do that just because it's more oil we're gonna eat, and I just like to cook it like this. I sometimes add some salt to it just to have a little bit more flavor. Sometimes I don't. It all really depends, honestly, how I'm feeling, and like that's how I cook. I cook on a mood and the way that I'm feeling, and if I want to do it, if I don't, you know, like that's pretty much it. And that's what works for me, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this for a little bit. I'm gonna be taking care of it looking back, but I want to get started on my meatballs, and I'm gonna show you guys. This is the turkey I'll be using today. I actually forgot to put it down when I got home from the market, so it's been in the fridge probably for about an hour now, and it was like barely going back to being frozen. So right now I'm gonna take it out. My spaghetti is boiling up. This is how my spaghetti is looking, and I'm going to take out the water right now. I just took out all the water, and this is my spaghetti after. So I'm also gonna put in probably a little bit of garlic and a little bit of onion. In this family, we like to eat a lot of garlic and onion and tomato, so you guys are gonna see a lot of that in all my recipes. Salt and pepper, especially, like that's my main seasonings. Alright, onion that I cut up a little bit. I just put it in there, and then the rest. Okay, so this is it. I'm also gonna put probably just 1 garlic I put in there. So I'm gonna cut this up, and then I'm gonna put it in there. This is my garlic. This is some salt. I'm gonna just add a little bit of salt. Oops. I have it on the big side, so it's coming out a lot. I'm gonna put like that much. It's black pepper. I'm gonna be gentle on this one, but it usually comes out all of it at once. There. Bring like about that much. So now I'm gonna be smishing it like this, so that way I can make the little balls, smush everything together. If you have garlic powder, you could put some garlic powder too. If you don't want to put like regular garlic in there, or you could put garlic salt instead of regular salt. This is the way that I'm doing it today. It was very freezing up. This is the way that I'm doing it today, just to make something really quick. I will be using sesame oil. This smells so good. I mainly like to use this oil when I do like Asian inspired foods, but I'm gonna do it today with the spaghetti, just because I haven't used it in a while, so I want to use it. I'm gonna use about that much, and let's see if it's enough. This smells so good. If you guys haven't used roasted sesame oil, it's super good. It smells delicious. So I think it's good. I'm gonna let that heat up for a little bit, and then I'm gonna start adding my meatballs. Okay, so these are my meatballs. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I also have 5 more right there. So I've been letting them cook. I'm gonna turn them around. One side. This is the first flip, and this is how they're looking. I'm probably gonna add one more, like in the middle right here. Okay, so I already put my last meatball in there. They're almost all ready. This is my bread. I'm going to put it into the oven. It's currently ready, so I'm gonna put my bread in there. Okay, so I have my mushrooms washed. I'm gonna cut them into pieces. So I have my mushrooms already chopped, and now I'm gonna put them in the pan that I was cooking the meatballs in. I just have the last meatball that is almost ready, and to get like a little flavor, I'm gonna throw the mushrooms in the same pan, just so we get like a little cook. I don't want to add more oil. I just kind of want to steam them a little bit with their own heat and stuff. And then I'm going to be heating up the sauce in here as well. Today I'm going to be using the ragu chunky sauce, tomato, garlic, and onion. And once the mushroom is kind of almost a little cooked, I don't want it to be overly cooked, but I'm going to throw the sauce in there to heat it up. And then I'm going to be putting it into the spaghetti. So this is how I wanted my mushroom to be, kind of cooked a little bit. I'm going to put in the sauce now. I put in my sauce, and I just wanted to heat up a little bit. I still have the last meatball in here because it's not fully ready. It was like on one side. I mean, it's pretty much ready. It looks pretty much ready already. But there was just like one little side where it needed just like a little bit more, but I think it's pretty much ready already. So I still have some more sauce in the jar. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put the rest in there, but I'm just see as I go. I'm also thinking about putting the meatballs back in here so they could get like the sauce flavor more deeply, and so it could cook with the sauce. Also, the bread is pretty much done. It was getting a little toasted right there, but it's good already. We already took it out. I put the meatballs in there how I told you guys. It's pretty much already kind of boiling. That's what I want it to get heated up. And then I'm gonna throw all of this back into my noodle. So I'm gonna just mix it in. And I'm gonna see if it needs more sauce. If it does, I'm gonna add some more. I'm gonna add some more like right here because I feel like right here is the area. Okay, so Danny says more sauce.
Spaghetti ain't spaghetti if it ain't saucy.
I forgot to turn off the oven. Oh, it's still on.
Seems like that looks more like. That's fine.
Well, it all really depends on like however everybody likes it. Some people like it more saucy, some people like it more dry. I don't like it too dry but not too saucy, where it's like the tomato taste is like overpowering. So, yeah.
Right.
So it is all done and ready. My bread and spaghetti. So I added some queso cotija, and then I'm gonna eat it with a side of these little yellow chilies.